Well, hello there, and welcome back to Get Punked. Today we got a special guest here, and I'm not talking about on the commentary booth, I'm talking about in that octagon. We have the only UFC legend to ever defeat a train, Matt Hughes, against the greatest of all time, CM Punk. Now, there's a lot of people out there that say Matt Hughes might be the greatest wrestler of all time. But Punk has a problem with that. So here we are, settling the debate in the octagon today. The legend himself, Matt Hughes, versus the GOAT, CM Punk. Let's see what we can get here. But right off the bat, we get a two-piece rocking the legend. And he immediately goes for the takedown. Masterfully ankle picks CM Punk and gets the fight to the ground. This is where Matt Hughes obviously would want the fight to be. And he's already laying the ground and pound on CM Punk. Wow! Right off the bat. Not even giving the man a moment. Just immediately taking him down. CM Punk on the feet is too dangerous for the Matt Hughes. For the Matt Hughes. I don't know why I said it like that. But CM Punk. Oh! It gets his back. What a reversal. Matt Hughes is able to get back to his feet. But Punk with his vice-like grip holding on to the waist. And drags Matt Hughes back to the ground. Taking the back, and Matt Hughes able to roll out into half guard to try to escape, but now CM Punk's on top. This is a rough situation between two high-level wrestlers like this, is that wrestlers don't like being on their back. They'll want to do everything they can to make sure they get back on top. But CM Punk is going to do everything in his power to make sure that doesn't happen. Look at this, laying down those body shots, vicious, draining the stamina of Matt Hughes. And kudos to Matt Hughes, taking the time to recover, going through all that surgery, nearly losing his life to a train. I mean, for Christ's sakes, the man beat a train. And he's back in the octagon facing CM Punk. That is incredible. So thank you, Matt Hughes, for the time. But CM Punk is not going to take it easy on him just because of that. CM Punk doesn't pity anyone. Except that one Ben Askren fight, but it was only one time. It was one opportunity. But look at Matt Hughes, surprise Kimura from the bottom. I didn't even know Matt Hughes had a Kimura from the bottom. But CM Punk easily gets out of it, no problem whatsoever. CM Punk, as usual, keeping a very strong top game. Just not letting Matt Hughes up, maintaining side control, going for knees, but Matt Hughes is getting quite squirmy. It looks like Punk tried to go for side saddle, but got slid into north-south, and then Matt Hughes with a beautiful reversal. And look at this. Matt Hughes doesn't want to wrestle with CM Punk. I mean, I don't know how much better it is to stand up with him, but to each their own. But Matt Hughes, the beautiful shot to the body there. And Punk laying in the leather with a beautifully timed CM Punk uppercut and one of those dangerous head kicks. My God. I understand this is a fight, but CM Punk, you got to take it easy on the man. He was originally retired, and he just went through so much to get to this fight. But CM Punk has a GOAT status on the line here. People are saying Matt Hughes is the greatest wrestler of all time, which obviously Punk is offended by. But look at this! Matt Hughes with the reversal this time. Immediately right into full guard here. He switches to half, but he's got no stamina. Matt Hughes, I don't know if it's just the excitement of being back in the octagon or what, but he is spazzing, and CM Punk is easily able to reverse him. No problem whatsoever. Punk right back up into half guard, posture up and laying in on that body. He is taxing Matt Hughes. Punk does not know how long this fight might go. Look at the CM Punk, just malicious. It's like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you go. Oh, excuse me. All these ground and pound shots. Jesus! Punk! Oh my God. Laying in the leather there. Oh, what a beautiful counter. And once again, CM Punk back in full mount, back in posture up, laying the shots. Matt Hughes has nowhere to go. He is stuck. Oh my God. Back to posture again. Punk laying down those legendary hooks. Imagine taking those shots from the feet. Now imagine being stuck underneath him. Oh my God. He knocked Matt Hughes out cold with those hooks. CM Punk does it again, and not just that, officializes his title of the greatest wrestler of all time. God damn. Can anybody beat CM Punk? Anyone? Even Matt Hughes came out of retirement, still couldn't get the job done. Is anyone truly ready for CM Punk?
It's 100 in my bag, really run it up. Minute Maid, lemonade in my double cup. Bitch, don't ask me if I got it, though I keep it tough. But if I really want them gone, I'ma spend a buck. And shout out to all my youngins, gotta show them love. Cause they the ones that put you in there and say fuck a club. No math, bare face, you know who it was. All that playing both sides, get you fucked up.